Hello and welcome to another lead gen series. This is the last in the entire lot. We have been running the lead gen series in September, the entire month. We've been coming live 3 times a week if you're watching it for the first time. Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, 4 p.m. UK time. This one is the last session before we do the final Q&A on Sunday, which is 29th of September. So if you have any questions for your lead gen strategies, if you have watched the videos or if you haven't, you're open to join us on the 29th of September, 4 p.m. to ask your questions. We have been discussing about LinkedIn outreach, Facebook outreach, Instagram optimization, using landing page to get leads, and across the week, we have been promoting how to get more leads into our funnel and into our opt-in pages. Today, I'll be talking about Google search for leads. That is how to use a simple search engine like Google to generate leads for yourself. We always talk about two, which is currency of time and currency of money. So when it comes to running advertisements, which is Google ads, Meta ads, and LinkedIn ads, and any kind of advertisement that you're using, it is primarily the currency of money that you're using. You're using a machine, putting in the money and generating leads for yourself, which the pace is higher, the process is faster, and you can do it on an automation using the machine. But when we talk about organic methods of lead generation, you're actually using the currency of time. You are putting in more time to generate more leads. So what I will do is I will quickly share my screen. And here, my first method that I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using a method where I would type in the kind of research that you can do on Google. So let us say I'll put in the keyword here. So I will remove the quote here. So this is intent@gmail.com. We need email IDs that are Gmail email IDs. Okay. Then we will put the niche or the keywords. Let's say the niche or the keyword is dog trainer. And then the location. Let's say the location is UK. Now, having said that, I'm searching this from a different country, so the results can be varied. But after this, what we'll do is we'll also search with the term and the location that the country that I am in. Okay, let me search for it. And it's asking me if I'm a robot. No, I'm not. And if you see here, I will start looking at the information, for example, dogtraining@gmail.com, then petcore@gmail.com. These are all the email IDs that I'm getting. And I could reach out to these people for a B2B business deal. Then if I scroll down, I see here, training.uk@gmail.com. What we can also do is, instead of saying dog trainer, we can say pet parents. Again, using the keyword to get the direct email IDs for the prospects that we would want to target. So this I get postjourney@gmail.com. Then if I scroll down, you'll have to spend some time to go to the first part or the second page and see. For example, I have got this email ID. So I'll open this and see whether this is a prospect or whether this is a competitor. So this is pet parent, adventure cats, and adventure dog lifestyle. So for example, if you are a dog consultant, this person would definitely be a good lead if you would want to approach them, correct? So this way, what we can also do is here, instead of gmail.com, we can also do yahoo.com or whichever mail that is working more in your country right now. If people are not using yahoo.com a lot, then maybe some other email ID. Let's try hotmail.com. Gmail.com is the most popular one, and that is where you would see the results. But you see here, we are getting here as well. So you would just have to do a little bit of research and you can get prospect leads and tie it up with the LinkedIn and the Facebook outreach that we learned. wherein you find the email IDs, you send them a message, you open up a conversation, and then eventually you lead them into your opt-in funnel. And this is the first method wherein you use this keyword. This is something I'm going to put in the chat box as well. Use the search term. I've put it in the chat box as well below the video. If you're watching it live, you'll be able to find it, wherein you can put this keyword, whereas in text at what is the Gmail ID or what is the email ID that you're looking for, then the keyword and the location, and you can get prospect customers. The second thing that we can do is we can also look for our competitors, and we can find out more people with that. So what we would do is we would find out something like this. We'll use another keyword here, which is top 10 let's say fashion influencers in UK. Or I should go with career influencers in UK. So you find out all the career influencers that are there. And then again, we'll go about finding out our prospect customers by leveraging their audience. Now let's look at the first one. Okay, top Instagram influencers in the UK, but this is just Instagram influencers. We are not looking for Instagram influencers. Let's say if you're a career coach, you're looking only for the career ones. Okay, let us look at page 2. Okay, then this term is not working. We can also do top 10 career coaches in UK if you're looking for your competitor and you want to leverage their audience. See, when I say top 10 career coaches in the UK, I get this Nick Hatter, then I get Dean Williams. And now what you can do from here is you can pick up their profiles, go to their social media handles and leverage their audience. For example, if I open this person who's a senior leader coach, let's say you're also into a similar niche and you're also providing services as this person, correct? So now what we can do is we can go to their social media handle. They have LinkedIn here. We can go to their LinkedIn. Okay, there's an error on their website, I guess. Okay, that's an error on their website. Let's look at another social media platform. Or let's look for another coach altogether. Okay, let us look for this first one. If this is one particular coach, we can go and search for their audience. Let's look at their social media. We don't see the social media here. Okay, here is LinkedIn. I would always prefer to go to LinkedIn if I'm using the organic method, primarily because using LinkedIn helps us develop a relationship and see the seriousness of the people that they're following them. So if you see, this person has 7,300 followers and they also have 500 connections. So the first thing you should be doing is you should be clicking on more and sending them a connection request so that you get accepted. Once you get accepted, you can always send them a connection request. You'll be able to see their connects and you can access their followers as well. If you click on mutual, you'll also see who is a mutual friend, and then you can tap into their network as well. For now, the first thing I can do is, for example, I see that the featured post has about 184 likes. Let's go to the first one here, which was posted one day ago, and this has 155 likes. So now what you can do is, because you're using the leverage of time, you can go here and click on this 155 people, and you can see who can be a prospect customer for you for your program. And this is how you can go deep leveling into finding out which would work the best for you. So the first thing that we did was that we went to Google and we said top 10 your similar coaches, career coaches, fashion coaches, quilting coach, whichever that you are in your country, the location. When the website opens up, when the people's profile open up, you go to the social media handle, you see who are the kind of people that are engaging with their content. You try to add those people into your profiles and then you open communications with them. That is the second method of finding out people from Google search itself. The third thing that we can do is, the third thing is pretty simple. Whichever kind of people that you're finding out for, you just need to write down the keyword for that. For example, I always talk about, dog consultants. So people, dog consultants audience would be pet parents. So what we can do is we can just simply write down pet parents and we can write down Instagram.com. What would happen is everyone who has written pet parents on Instagram will show up here. And this way, I can start targeting people who are pet parents, because as a dog consultant, what I need, pet parents. Similarly, you need to identify a keyword for your audience. Let's say if you are fashion coach, then who are the people who want a fashion coach and what are they writing on their Instagram? Let's say they are writing stylist. Someone who's a stylist might need to learn how fashion works and how to build a fashion business. You can write the keyword stylist and then Instagram.com. You can write the word stylist and LinkedIn.com. So whatever keyword that suits more in your industry, you need to find out that, and you need to find out how are people identifying themselves in your industry. Once you find out how people are identifying themselves in your industry, you can go forward and start searching for those kind of people. Correct? So the three ways I'll reiterate on is, the first one is that you go and search what I mentioned in the chat as well. That is intent in text at gmail.com, yahoo.com, whichever one that you're using. And then you write down location and the industry that you're going forward with. The second thing is you search the top 10, the top 10 research, which is top 10 so-and-so coaches in UK, top 10 so-and-so coaches in India. Then you find out the top 10 list. After you find out the top 10 list, you have to make sure that you have to go to the profile and then see what audience they are following. Remember, when you're watching this on replay, if you're watching this live, you would have already seen that how to do this. I just went through the process. But if you're watching this on replay, just put the hashtag replay and you would be able to see how to exactly follow this method to get the leads from Google. The third method, which I just shared, and I'll just cover it for you again, is right here. You use the keyword that your industry uses. When I say that your industry uses, it has to be the keyword that your customers identify with, not your B2B clients. You are in a B2C business when it comes to programs and mentorship and coaching and live sessions. So it is more of B2C market. So you understand how is that customer identifying themselves with, what are they calling themselves? Are they calling themselves pet parents? Are they calling them stylists? Are they calling themselves designers, artists, whatever they're calling themselves? Or they're calling themselves marketeers. It could be anything. How do those people identify themselves? Use that keyword here and then put Instagram.com, LinkedIn.com, whatever you would want to. And you would see all the profiles coming up. These all profiles are actually your prospect customers. Because for a dog consultant, whoever has written pet parent in their bio can be a prospect customers. If these are not prospect customers, then you will definitely find your prospect customers here. So we use currency of time to outreach on Google and find out leads who can become a part of our coaching program by simply opening conversations with them and then sending them our opt-in. That is what we created in the very first lesson of the lead gen series. That is creating an irresistible offer, putting it up on a landing page, and then using whichever strategy you would want to attract more leads, right? So that's the session for today. Like I promised, it's bite-sized, simple to execute, takes a little bit of time when it comes to organic search and finding out and scraping data, but worth it, worthwhile quality leads and quality data. There is one more method that you could use, but usually this method is used more for B2B leads. You could also search on Google Maps, but this method is usually used when you want to interact with a business to business, because business to customer would not be available here. For example, if I write down dog consultants, then I would see a lot of information available here. So I can go and tap in, find out their name, find out their email address, find out their number, and then give them, the program or the information that I'm trying to forward them to. But this is more applicable when it comes to B2B business. If you get a little creative and if you get a little brainstorming and find out how Google Maps can be used to generate more leads for a B2C business as well, do put them in the comments and I'd love to learn from you. Right. For now, what I've learned is Google Maps is more to find out another business, because business is registered on Google Map Business. But I'm sure someone very creative will find out a way to find out B2C leads as well. But until now, use these three strategies. Use the intext at gmail.com on the Google search engine. Use the top 10 in your location search. And then the third, use the keyword plus instagram.com on Google. And these three ways should give you a lot of high quality leads for your programs that you can open conversations with. Remember, we've been running the lead gen month and we've covered about 11 to 12 sessions wherein Kevin shared about how to rank with SEO. David talked about YouTube growth. I have been talking about outreach methods, inbound and outbound. And we have the final Q&A coming up on Sunday, which is the last day of the entire series. No matter if you watch the sessions or not, feel free to join the session on the 29th of September, and we'd be happy to answer questions with you and help you clear all your doubts for the lead gen series of Zenler. And if you are watching this on replay, tag me, put hashtag replay, and I would love to answer your questions. I'll see you on Sunday, and I look forward to answering all your lead gen questions. Take care, and don't forget to add hashtag replay so that I can answer your questions. Bye for now.